hi all of you, welcome to today's live session. This is Gayatri here, and as you all know, today we are going to be discussing the general intelligence and reasoning section for the SSC CGL Tier 1 examination. So let's start. So let us look at the questions for today's session. Let me share my screen. So other than the questions that were asked in the last week All India mock examination, I have also taken a few questions from the topic calendars. Yes, of late you see questions on calendars coming in examination, so I have chosen few questions from that, and also some questions from cubes and dices. Okay, the type where the cube is opened or the dice is flattened and shown, and then based on that questions are asked. So we'll do a few questions on these topics also today. So the first question is there on your screen. If level is written as MFWFM, how will you code VEL? Very easy question. See, let's do the easy questions faster, right? Let's not waste time on easy ones. So how do you do this? LEVEL. So here minus 1 plus 1 is M, correct? Again plus 1 is F. So basically you're doing plus 1 everywhere in all of these steps. So you get MW. Similarly, when you look at VELEL, what will you get? You will have WF, again plus 1 throughout, WFMFM. So which is the answer that we are looking at? Option 3. Now next one. Dean is written as NOKX. Then how is need written as? What's the answer for this one? So what is happening here? Here you're doing just plus 10 everywhere, right? D plus 10, E plus 10, A plus 10 and N plus 10. So similarly, how will you code need? Here obviously see, you needn't even do it, since you know the logic is plus 10, D will become N. So which is the only option which ends with N? That is option 4. Directly mark that as your answer. It's going to be XOON. Okay? As I said, see, you know E is coded as O. Here also E will be O. Again D is N. Here also D should be N. So obviously you can mark that as the answer. Option 4. Again a very easy question on analogies. What is the logic that is followed here? You have a hexagon inside a circle. Now in the next figure what happens? The circle is inside the hexagon. So similarly here you have a pentagon inside a triangle. So in the analogy, right, here what will come? You will have the triangle inside the pentagon. That's going to be your answer figure. So which will be your correct answer? That is option 2. 2 is correct. See, 3 is the same figure as the question figure. That cannot be the answer. Okay. Next one. Which figure will be found after opening the punched folded figure? What's the answer for this one? See, whenever you have questions on paper folding, do it step by step so that you don't go wrong. So what is happening here? Now there is a circular shaped paper which is folded like this. Okay, so when you open one fold, how will the image look like? It will be, see, there is a cut that is made here and a circle that is there here in the earlier case. So when you open it to this side, you will have the same cut here also and the circle here. Then what do you do? After this point, you open this outward. So when you open it outward, you get a full circle. So this is the center. Okay, so here already you have 2 cuts like this and 2 circles here. Now what will happen? When you open it to this side, you have this same thing will replicate on the other side as well. So the figure will look like this, which is option 4. So option 4 is your right answer. Which diagram represents the relationship between brinjal, meat, vegetables? So which represents the relationship between brinjal, meat and vegetables? See, brinjal is a vegetable, right? Brinjal is it is coming under the set vegetable, and meat is a separate set. This is meat. So this is the relationship between brinjal, meat and vegetables. So the correct answer here is option 3. Next one. So which figure will complete the given question figure? Again very easy. What should come here to complete this figure? It should be like this, right? You should have to. Which is the correct option? Option 2. That is the only option where you have a figure like this. That is what should come to complete the given figure. Next one. Find the missing number from the given table. So how do you solve this? You have 7 plus 8, okay, 7 plus 8, that is equal to 9 plus 6, okay, sum of these two is equal to sum of these two. Similarly, 14 plus 10, that is equal to 16 plus 8. So same logic to be followed here. You know 10 plus 10 is equal to 20, so 11 plus whatever value, that should also be equal to 20, or this is equal to 9. So the answer here is 9, that is option 3. Next. 3 is equal to 6, 4 is equal to 24, 5 is equal to 120, then 6 is equal to question mark. Yes, so what's the logic that is used here? See, 3 is equal to 6. See, first they have said what is 3 factorial? 3 factorial is 6. What is 4 factorial? 1 into 2 into, 4 factorial is 24. 5 factorial, 120. What is 6 factorial? 720. Yes, what is factorial? See, 1 into 2 into 3. This is 1 into 2 into 3 into 4. This is 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5. So 720. So this is 6 factorial is 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5 into 6. Option 3. Arrange the following words as they appear in the dictionary. Chemistry, chamber, cheap, cheerful. So the first word that will come in the dictionary is chamber, right? CHA. Then what will come? CHEA, right? All the other three are starting with CHE. So this is the next one. So this is one, this will be the second one. Then you will have CHEE followed by CHEM. So this is the third one and this is the fourth one in the order. So the answer that we are looking at is 2, 3, 4, 1. That is option 4. Next one. Raju started his journey by going 4 kilometers towards the north direction. Then 3 kilometers towards the west and then 8 kilometers towards the south. How far is he from his initial point? So what is Raju doing? He is going, chamber, cheap, cheerful, chemistry. Yes. So Raju started his journey by going 4 kilometers to the north. Okay, and then 3 kilometers towards the west and then 8 kilometers towards the south. Okay, so this is 4, totally 8 kilometers. How far is he from a starting point? This distance you have to find out. What is this distance? This is 3, this is 4. So root of 3 squared plus 4 squared, that is equal to 5. 5 kilometers. Distance from the starting point is option 2, 5 kilometers. Next one. Find the missing number from the given table. Yes. How do we do this? See, you have, now how do we get these numbers in each column? This is the column, this is the thing that is used. 2 cube plus 5 squared, that is 33. That is 8 plus 25 is 33. Similarly, these two, okay, I am taking. Similarly, 3 cube plus 4 squared, that is 27 plus 16, that is 43. Similarly, 1 cube plus 6 squared, that is 37. So what should come here? 3 cube plus something squared, right? So this question mark squared is equal to 108 minus 27, that is 81. So what will come in the place of question mark? It should be 9. So the value that should come here is 9. Option 3. Next. Which of the following words will be at the third place in the dictionary? Which will be at the third place in dictionary? See, the first word that will come in the dictionary will be this one, right? COLLE. It starts with COLL and followed by E. Now the next one that will come in the dictionary will be COLLI followed by N. So this will be in the second place. What will be in the third place? COLLIS. This will be in the third place and this will be in the fourth place. So which will come in the third place? It is option 4, collision. Next. So the next question is on coded blood relations. If P3Q means P is the daughter of Q, P5Q means P is the father of Q, P7Q means P is the mother of Q, and P9Q means P is the sister of Q, then how is J related to K in the given expression? So how do you solve this? What is given here? J3L. So J3L means, here P3Q means P is the daughter of Q. So J3L means J is the daughter of L. So L is there, L has a daughter J, and I know J is a female or a girl. Then L9N, that means 9 means what? P9Q means P is the sister of Q. So L9N means L is the sister of N. So L is the sister of N means L is also a female. Then N3O, right? Next you have N3O. N3O means N is the daughter of O. So N is the daughter of O, right? Using this. So N is the daughter of O. So I again know N is a female. Then next what is given? O5K. O5K means here P5Q means P is the father of Q. So O is the father of K. So O is the father of K. That means O is a male, right? O is the father of K. So basically O has 3 children, L, N and K. Now we don't know the gender of K, that is not given. Now what is the question? How is J related to K? Very easy, right? J is the daughter of K's sister, or I can say J is the niece of K. So J is the niece of K and the correct answer is option 3, niece. Next, Rakhi got engaged 10 years ago. Rakhi's present age is 5/3 of her age at the time of her engagement. If the present age of Rakhi's mother is twice that of the present age of Rakhi, then what was her mother's age at the time of her engagement? So what is asked here? Rakhi got engaged 10 years ago. So let me assume that the current age of Rakhi, let us take it as X. Okay. Now what are they saying? Rakhi's present age, that is X, is equal to 5/3 times her age at the time of her engagement. At the time of her engagement, how old was she? If her present age is X, 10 years ago her age was X minus 10. So what are they saying? Rakhi's present age X is equal to 5/3 of her age 10 years ago, or this is the equation that we get. From this we can find out what is the age of Rakhi, or I can say 3x is equal to 5x minus 50, or I can say x is equal to 25. 2x will be 50 and x is equal to 25. So this is Rakhi's present age. Now next they are saying that if the present age of Rakhi's mother is twice that of Rakhi's present age, then how old was her mother at the time of her engagement? So if Rakhi is 25 years old, this is Rakhi's present age. If Rakhi is 25 years old now, mother's present age is how much? Twice the age of Rakhi currently. So that is 50 years. Now what was mother's age at the time of engagement? So at the time of engagement, what was mother's age? 50 minus 10, because engagement happened 10 years ago, or mother's age 10 years ago was 40 years. That is option 2. See, the main thing in ages is to be able to understand what is given in the question and form the equation correctly. Renuka, that is the most important thing. You should understand the question and form the right equation. If you form the right equation, questions on ages are very easy to solve. Next one. 3 positions of a cube are shown below. What will come opposite to the face containing 1? So in this question, if you look at, this is one dimension of the cube, this is another dimension of the cube, and this is the third dimension of the cube. They have shown the cube in different angles basically. Yes. So here it is 1, 1. Okay. So what are the adjacent faces of the side 1? Adjacent faces are, in this angle it is 2 and 4. Here it is 5 and 3. So we know that each side of a cube or a dice, whatever be it, cube, will have 4 adjacent faces. Okay, each face will have 4 adjacent face and 1 opposite face. So which is the opposite face here? So for the side 1, these are the adjacent faces. Now which will be the opposite face? Obviously the one that is not there in this list, which is 6. So the correct answer here is option 1, 6. Next one. In the given figure, how many pens are blue? See, blue and pens, right? It represents this set, that is 19 plus 4, that is equal to 23. How many pens are blue? So this set blue and pen, they should intersect, that is this region, pens plus blue. So this set, this triangle is blue, this rectangle is pen. So pens are blue is 19 plus 4. Next one. Again a very easy question on pattern completion. So here this will be the pattern that has to follow, which is option 1. Next one. Next question is on syllogisms. So you have 2 statements followed by 3 conclusions. You have to see which of the conclusions follow. So let's draw the basic diagram for this. some pens are pencils, all pencils are erasers. So what is the first conclusion? The first conclusion is some pens are erasers. It follows. Second conclusion says no pens are erasers. No, we already know that some pens are erasers and it's a definite conclusion. So this conclusion does not follow. Third one, some erasers are pencils. Yes, some erasers are definitely pencils. So the third one also follows. So the correct answer here is only conclusion 1 and 3 follow. Okay, only conclusion 1 and 3 follow. Next. See, what for this question you have to do a trial and error method, but many times what happens is when you check from the back end, right, back last letter, many times you get the answer faster. So for example, for this question we have to find out the code for the word BLAND, bland. Okay, so if you look at 59, what does 59 stand for? 59 stands for D. Okay, yeah, you can't eliminate that option now. 79 stands for S, so you can eliminate this option directly. Yeah, that's not the answer. 86 stands for S, so that's also not the answer, so you can eliminate these two options. Now you are left with these two. Now 66 is also D, so that's also correct. Now let's look at 88. What does 88 stand for? 88 stands for P, but we need N, so this also does not follow. So this is going to be your correct answer, 55N. You needn't check at all. You can directly take this as the answer. So you can eliminate this options. Correct answer is option 4. Next one. Pointing to a lady in a photograph, Meera said, her father's only son's wife is my mother-in-law. So there is a lady in the photograph, and pointing to this lady in the photograph, Meera says, her father's only son. So this lady's father has only one son. So these two are siblings obviously. Her father's only son's wife. Okay, he has a wife. Her father's only son's wife is my mother-in-law. So who is Meera? So these two, they have a child. Okay, their child's wife is Meera. Correct? So I hope it is clear. See, this lady's father's only son's wife is Meera's mother-in-law. So that means this couple have a child who is the husband of Meera. They have very clearly said how is Meera's husband. So we know Meera is a female. So this person, right, this son and wife, right, there is this father's son has a wife and they have a child who is the husband of Meera. Now what was the question? How is Meera's husband related to the lady in the photo? So how is Meera's husband related to this lady? Meera's husband is this lady's brother's child. Correct? This lady's brother's child, and he is a boy or a male. So he is this lady's nephew. That is the correct answer. Correct answer is option 1, nephew. Yes, nephew is the correct answer. Okay, Meera says, the lady in the photograph, right, her father's son's wife. Her father's son's wife is Meera's mother-in-law. So what's the answer for here? L by S is 19 by 12. See, what is the position of letter L in the English alphabet? It's 12, right? M is M is 13. That we all know. We have memorized that, right? So L is 12. Similarly, S is 19. So similarly, if you have I, T, right? So what will be the corresponding answer that you get? What is the position of I? What is the position of T? Position of T is 20. See, like you all know, right? T20. That's how we remembered that. Okay, T20. So T is 20. So what should I stand for? Again, just by looking at the options, you can take the answer as option 2. Position of I is 9. Yes. So how you can remember the position of T is 20 is T20. Next one. 72 is to 18 is as 56 is to dash. So what's the logic that you have used with yeah, correct. 7 plus 2 into 2, that is equal to 18. So similarly, next one will be 5 plus 6 into 2, that is equal to 22. Correct answer is option 2. Add the digits, multiply by 2. Add the digits, multiply by 2. That will give you the next one. number. Hen is to egg is as tree is to dash. Yes, hen is to egg is as tree is to fruit. Next one. 10, 18, 28, 40, 54, 70, question mark. So what's the logic here? 10 plus 8 is 18, 18 plus 10 is 28, 28 plus 12 is 40, 40 plus 14 is 54, 54 plus 16 is 70, so the next one will be 70 plus 18, that is equal to 88. Correct answer is option 4. Next one. 120, 99, 80, 63, 48, question mark. So 120 minus 21 is 99, 99 minus 19 is 80, and 80 minus 17 is 63, 63 minus 15 is 48, and 48 minus 13. What is 48 minus 13? 35. Option 1. So with this we are finishing the questions that has been asked from last week's All India mock examination. So now we are moving to questions, some other questions that I have chosen for today's session. So some questions are from the mock examinations that were enabled for you, and some of these questions are not there in the mock exam, but I felt are good questions which we should solve in the class. So read this question. The calendar year of the year 2024 can be used again in the year dash. So how do you solve such questions on calendars? See, for calendars, what is the logic that you will use? Generally you go with finding out the number of odd days, correct? So how will you solve this question? Now let me just tell you how to solve such questions. Actually, how do you solve this question? Generally when such questions come, what do we do? See, for example, if it is 2024, okay, now 2024 is a leap year, so how many odd days are there? 2 odd days are there. Now 2025 is a non-leap year, so it has 1 odd day. 2026, it is a non-leap year, so has 1 odd day. 2027, okay, it is a non-leap year, has 1 odd day. 2028, leap year, 2 odd days. 2029, again it's a non-leap year, so 1 odd day. 2030, non-leap year, 1 odd day. So if I look from 2024 to 2030, right, how many odd days are there? 2 plus 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? So again it is not 7 or a multiple of 7. So or not, so I can, what can I say? I can very clearly say that 2024 and 2030 do not have the same calendar. Okay, so this is the actual way in which you would solve it. But look at this question here, the options are so far spaced. Yes, if you sit and add like this, I think by the time we finish solving this question itself, our time will be up. So this method you cannot follow for such questions. So when you have such questions, there is a small shortcut that you can remember in your mind. Okay, this is the shortcut. So what you have to remember is that for leap years, okay, every 28 years the calendar will repeat. Okay, every 28 years the calendar will repeat. Now this is the case for, remember, it is for leap years. If the given year is a leap year, then for every 28 the calendar will repeat. So what can I say? If 2024 calendar is there, which next year will have the same calendar? Plus 28 will definitely have the same calendar, that is 2052 will have the same calendar, right? Similarly 2024 minus 28, that year will also have the same calendar, right? It is 1996, correct? Yes, yeah, 1996. Now one thing that you have to keep here in mind is that if in between when we are doing this calculation, right, see for example for this question itself, see we know 2024 same, that is after 28 years, that is 2052 will have the same calendar. Now after 2052, which year will have the same calendar? Again plus 28, right, that is 2080. 2080 will have the same calendar. Now, I cannot say that again plus 28, whichever year comes, I cannot say that the same calendar will be repeated here. Why is that? Because when you do this calculation, right, plus 28 plus 28, and you say that the calendar keeps repeating, in between, if there is an year which ends with 00 and is not a multiple of 400, not a multiple of 400, in this case, the chain will break. Keep that in mind. Like, see here what will happen after 2080, in between you will have one 2100. So this year 2100 is not a multiple of 400. It is not a multiple of 400. Don't see multiple of 4. You should see multiple of 400. 2100 is not a multiple of 400. So after this chain will not repeat. Okay, just keep this in mind. For this particular question, directly you can say a leap year after every 28 years the calendar will repeat. So directly you can take the answer as option B. But this clause also you should keep in mind. Just don't by heart that if there is a leap year after every 28 years the calendar will repeat. Like for example, if they are giving you a calendar 2080 and you should not just do 2080 plus 28. Whatever answer that you get, right? What will you get? 2108. Now these 2 years don't have the same calendar. Remember that. So you should not make that mistake. That's why I'm explaining this concept to you. In between, when you're doing this counting, in between, if you have an year which ends with 00 and is not a multiple of 400, then this rule will not apply for such cases. Okay? If it is not a multiple of 400, in between if it is coming, then this rule will not apply. Yes, 2024 and 2080 will have the same calendar. See, all these years will have the same calendar. Again, 1996 will also have the same calendar. Okay, all these years will have the same calendar. After this, you cannot continue saying that. Okay, because in between there is 2100. So after this point, you can't again do just plus 28 and say all these years will have same calendar. Okay, clear, no? Next. In the year 2008, the Republic Day was celebrated on Friday. On which day was the Independence Day celebrated in the year 2012? In the year 2008, the Republic Day was celebrated on Friday. On which day was the Independence Day celebrated in the year 2012? So when is the Republic Day? Republic Day is Jan 26th. Alright, so after the Republic Days, how many days are there in this year? See, this is 2008. 2008 is a leap year, right? So 366 days are there totally. So 366 minus 26 or 340 days are remaining in the year. So now 340 days account to how many weeks and how many days? See, 336 is equal to 48 into 7, correct? So I can say 340 days. Right, that is remaining in the year 2008 is nothing but 48 weeks plus 4 days. Basically, what am I trying to do here? I am trying to find out how many odd days are there in this 2008. Okay, because 26 days is gone. I have to take from the 27th day. Correct? So, in the year 2008, I have 4 odd days. Now in the year 2009, how many odd days I have? 2009 I have 1 odd day. 2010 again 1 odd day. 2011 again 1 odd day. Now I am coming to the next year. What is the next year? 2012. So when it comes to 2012, which is the date that I have to find out? I have to find out which day was August 15th in 2012. See, basically what am I trying to do here? I am trying to add the number of odd days. Okay, so here in 2008 I have 4 odd days, here 1, 1, 1. So totally it has become 7 odd days, which is actually equivalent to 0. But let's wait. Now let us look at 2012. So in 2012 we have to take till which day? Till August 15th. So how many days are there in each month? 31 days in January, 29 days in February. Remember, it's a leap year. So 29 days in February, again 31 days in March, 30 days in April, 31 days in May, 30 days in June, 31 days in July and 15 days in August. So when you add all this, how much do you get? You get 228 days. Now what is those 228 days? 228 days is nothing but 32 weeks and 4 days. right? So 32 weeks and 4 days means in 212 how many odd days are there? There are 4 odd days. So now what should I do? I have to find out how many odd days are there from January 26, 2008 till August 15th, 2012. So when I add, see here in 2008 there were 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 odd days is equivalent to saying 0 odd days, correct? Now next in 2012 there are 4 odd days. So net how many odd days will I have? I will have 4 odd days. Now what does this mean? 4 odd days means, now we know that Republic Day was celebrated on a Friday. So what day will come? Friday plus 4, right? Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So the answer that we are looking for is option 1, Tuesday. Okay, I'll just repeat once again what I have done. See, we know January 26th, 2008. Okay, is a Friday. Now January 26, 2008. After that I have to find out which day was August 15, 2012. So what do you do in such questions? You have to find out the number of odd days from the given date till the date required. Now first what do? I check how many days are left in 2008. How many days are left in 2008? 340 days are left in 2008. Now this 340 days is equivalent to how many odd days I have to check. See, how do you calculate odd days? You check what is the closest multiple of 7. What is the closest multiple of 7 near 340? It is 336. So 336 weeks is complete. So which are the odd days that are there remaining, right? 336 plus 4, or this 4 odd days are the extra ones. So in the year 2008, after January 26th, there are 4 odd days. Now year 2009, 10 and 11, you are taking the full years, and when you consider a full year, if it is a non-leap year, the number of odd days is always 1, and if it is a leap year, the number of odd days is always 2. So here in this case, it is these 3 are non-leap years, right? So the number of odd years is 1. I have directly taken that. Now look at the year 2012. Now do I take 2012 completely? I need not. I have to take only till August 15th, 2012. So till August 15th, 2012, from January 1st, 2012, I am seeing how many days are there. Again to calculate the number of odd days. So many 228 days are there, which is equivalent to 32 weeks plus 4 odd days, right? So the number of odd days in 2012, okay, from January 1st, 2012 till August 15, 2012 is 4. Now what do? I have to calculate the total number of odd days. I have found out the required odd days in each year. I just have to add it. Yes, so if you add from 2008, you have 4 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 4. This is what we have. This 4 plus 1 plus 1 is 7. 7 odd days is equivalent to 0 odd days. Yes, so this part you can omit directly. So you are left with 4. So the final answer is 4 odd days. That means from the current day, whichever you are referring to. Here we are taking in the year 2008, Republic Day was celebrated on a Friday. From that current date, you have to add 4 days. That will be Saturday, Sunday, Monday and Tuesday. So the answer that we are looking at is option 1, Tuesday. I hope it is clear. Next one. From the given answer figures, indicate which one would be the folded punched paper that would look like the unfolded punched paper as in the given question figure when opened. So here generally see we have when question comes on paper, folding and paper cutting, what do they ask? See, generally they give you steps in which the folding has happened, and then finally you have to open it and say which is the correct answer option, right? This is the opposite. They are asking the exact opposite of what is generally asked. Yes, you are already given the unfolded paper. Basically you have to tell how it will look when it is folded and punched. See, for such question, if you actually check with the options itself, it is very easy. Now look at the first option. See, where is the punch? The punch is here, okay. Now if you are opening it in this direction like this, right, what will happen? There will be one punch here. Then next, if you again next opening will be like this. So when you open it like this, it will be the full paper. So where will the 2 punch comes? These 2 punches have to be replicated here also. So this will be your figure that you get, which is the question figure. So obviously this is going to be your answer. Now why can't this be your answer? See here, the place where the punch is, right, it is here. So it is not in the corner. If you look at the question figure, these punches are towards the corner. Now this punch is more inside, right? Similarly here the punch is in the center. So when you open it, actually the figure that you will get will be, if you open it like this, okay, here you will have a dot here and here. Finally when you open it, this is how the dots will appear. So this is not the option. Like that you can just check. Again here the dot is towards one side. Okay, now here we want the dots towards the center. So if this was the case, okay, when you open it, this would be the other dot. Then when you open it further, if you open it fully, right, if you open it fully, how will it be? You have to open it this side, the two dots will be here. Again, this cannot be your answer. So just look at the options and check which will be the correct one. So the correct answer is option A. Next. The three positions of a cube are shown below. What will come opposite to the face containing 1? So very easy. If you look at the side face 1, which are the adjacent sides of face 1? 6, 3, 5 and 2. Here you can see it is 6, 3, 5, 2. So which is going to be opposite? The opposite face is going to be obviously 4. Correct? Opposite to the face containing 1. The correct answer is option 3, that is 4. Next one. Which of the following cube in the answer figure cannot be made based on the unfolded cube in the question figure? See, whenever you have unfolded cube, no, you should be able to imagine when you fold it, how it will look. Okay. So see, if you have, let us look at this figure now, whatever they have given. See, this is what they have given, right? Each side is like this. So if I say the sides are, let's say this is 1, 2, 3 and 4, okay. Now if I call this as the top, then which is the bottom, this should go to the bottom. So when you fold, you should fold it like this, okay. So the top is going to be this face, right. Now this face has 4 adjacent faces, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So you will fold it accordingly, and whatever is here, right, that will come to the bottom, that will come just below this top face. So that's how you will be forming the cube. Just keep that in mind and then solve. Again, when you have such questions, the best way to solve it is to eliminate options. See, when such a figure is given, you know that now if you have this circle thing, right, this let us take this face. Now which are the 4 adjacent faces to this? See, this is close to this, this and this. So if this figure is there in one of the options, then obviously all these can only be its adjacent sides. This cannot be its adjacent side. So if there is an option which says that this figure and this are adjacent to each other, that is not possible. So you can eliminate that option. That way you can eliminate options and arrive at the answer. Similarly, these two, right, this and this are going to be opposite to each other. Again, they are not adjacent. So if in any of the figure these two are given as adjacent faces, eliminate that option. Okay, or basically whatever they are asking the question, look for these rules. Here what are they asking? They are asking that which of the following cube in the answer figure cannot be formed. Sometimes keep this also in mind. Sometimes questions can be which of the following cube in the answer figure can be formed. Sometimes it will be cannot be formed. So read the question correctly. Here they are asking which cannot be formed based on the unfolded cube. So let us look at the first option. What does the first option says? See, you have a square, adjacent to the square you have this hash and this dot. So if you look at actually the square, hash is adjacent to it, dot will also be adjacent to it when you fold it. So this is a possibility. Yes, this is a possible figure. Now look at this one. Here you have dot, square. Again, dot, square are definitely adjacent to each other, and they have also given this cross is adjacent to square. Can the cross be adjacent to the square? No. We just discussed that cross is going to be opposite to the square. So this is not a valid possibility. So when you actually fold this cube, this answer you will not get. So this is the answer option that you are looking for. Okay, so the correct answer here is option 2. This is the option that cannot be formed. Now if you want, you can check the other options as well. See, here you have 5 dots, right? 5 dots close to that star. Yes, it will come. Now again, when you fold this, right, when you fold this cube, this will come to the bottom of this circle, 2 circles, and this face will be one of its adjacent faces. So this is definitely a possibility. Again, here dot, again these are also adjacent, right, adjacent to each other. So this is also possible. This is the only one which is not possible. Okay, so best thing to solve such questions is look at the options and eliminate. Also remember to see whether they are asking can or cannot in the question, because subsequently we will also solve questions where they are asking which answer figure can be made. So read that question correctly. Next one. 3 positions of a cube are shown below. What will come opposite to the face containing dollar? So again, which are the adjacent faces to dollar? You have percentage, then you have star, then you have plus, and then you have the symbol, right? Dollar, percentage, star, plus the symbol. So which will be opposite to dollar? The only one that is left out is and symbol. So the and, right? Yes. Which will come opposite to dollar. So here actually they should give one more option, right? And is the correct answer. It is not given in the option actually. It's not there in the option. We have to add an option. Okay, otherwise the answer should be none of these. Here see, it cannot be plus. Why? There is dollar symbol here. Plus is adjacent to that. So how can you say plus is the answer? So the option is missing here. Actually the correct answer should be and, option 5. Or there should be an option which says none of these. Next one. From the given options, which figure can be formed by folding the figure in the given question? See again, when you fold this, right, how will you get? See, at times if you are getting confused, no, you can write down like this also. See here, when you actually fold this, you will get that A is, see, I am just writing opposite sides, okay. A is opposite to D, correct? A will be opposite to D when you actually fold this. Similarly, O will be opposite to N, and B will be opposite to E. Okay, you can actually note it down like this. Just think of folding this cube, okay. I mean folding this, what will you get? See, you will have B, okay. So this A, how will you fold it? You will fold it like this, right? Here A will come. Then similarly on to this side of B, what will come? This side will be D, right? Then you will have E that will come here. So if you do it that way, you know that, see, this is B, this is A, and this is D. So you know A is opposite to D. You have to basically visualize that. So you can even write it down like this. Many times if you are getting confused, this is also an easier way to solve it. Okay. So you just draw this, put numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. It will be very easy to, once you get the hang of it, no, it's very easy actually. See, if I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, if I put it like this, and if you fold, just fold it and see, you will know 1 will be opposite to 4. Similarly, 3 will be opposite to 5. Similarly, 2 will be opposite to 6. If you are getting confused as to, you can start folding in any one phase, you can start folding. Okay, generally if in the question they are asking you which will be, if they are asking which face is opposite to the face B, if something like that is asked in the question, start with B, consider B as the top or the bottom and then fold. Okay, always remember adjacent ones cannot be opposite to each other. It will always be like there should be something in between. Generally like that only they will be opposite to each other. Like I know for sure A and B are not opposite to each other, B and O are not opposite to each other. It has to be, it can be A and D, right, because they are in one line. Here these two are adjacent, these two are adjacent, so these two should be opposite. So here in this question, what will be the answer? Which, see, look at the question here, again it's different, right, from the given options, which figure can be formed by folding the figure. So let us look at the options A, D, E. Can A, D, E be formed? See, A and D are not adjacent to each other. Here in this figure, A and D are adjacent. So it's not a valid possibility. Here you have A, B and O. Yes, definitely this can be formed. See, A, B, O. All three are adjacent to each other. So obviously this is going to be your right answer. Now let us check the other options also. N, B, O. N, B, O. Again, can B and O be adjacent to each other? If we fold, actually, sorry, N and O. B and O are adjacent to each other, that we know. Can N and O be adjacent to each other? They cannot, because they are going to be opposite to each other. So not possible. Similarly here, N and O cannot be adjacent to each other. They are opposite to each other. Not possible. So the correct answer here will be option 2, A, B, O. Next one. From the given options, which answer figure can be formed by folding the figure in the given question. Again, can be formed. So here if you actually fold it, what will you get? See, you will get 2 and 4. They are I'm just writing opposite sides, okay? 2 and 4 will be opposite to each other. Similarly, 6 and 3. Yes, when I fold it, I will have 6 and 3 opposite to each other, and 5 and 1 will be opposite to each other. Correct? So now let us look at the options. Here 5 and 1 are actually opposite to each other, but they are given that 5 and 1 are adjacent to each other, which is not possible. Similarly, next, see, if you write it down like this, no, many times it will help you eliminate the options. So just write down which are the opposite sides. If you write that down and then check the options, it is very easy. So once you have got this, option 1 eliminated. Now look at option 2. Here again, you know, 2 and 4 are adjacent to each other, not possible. 2 and 4 are opposite to each other, not possible. Now look here, again here 6, 3 are adjacent to each other, not possible. 6, 3 are actually opposite to each other. This is their only correct answer. Okay, so this way if you solve, it is very easy. So whenever you have such questions, just write down which are the opposite faces. You will have 3 sets, right? 3 sets of opposite faces. Once you write that down, just check with the options and you can eliminate the wrong answers. Next one. Which of the following cube in the answer figure cannot be made based on the unfolded cube in the question figure? So again, for this question, let us write down the opposite faces. So when you fold this, which will be the opposite faces? See, this will be, I am just writing down the opposite faces. So this 4 dots will be opposite to this symbol, and this plus will be opposite to this one. Square will be opposite to the hexagon. Now, which cannot be made? Okay, so now look at the first option. Here you have the square is adjacent to, see, I know opposite side of square is hexagon, so all the other sides, okay, are going to be adjacent to the square, right? So here you have square. See, I know opposite side of square is this hexagon, so all the other sides are obviously can be adjacent to the square. So this is possible. This figure is possible. Next, look at the plus symbol. So here again, if I look at plus, I know the opposite face to plus is this circle plus, right? A circle and a plus inside it. So here, all I know, if this is the opposite, if these two are opposite to each other, all the other faces are adjacent to this plus. So these two are definitely adjacent. So this is also possible. Now look at the third option. You have this symbol, then you have cross, and then you have a square. Now square is opposite to hexagon, so square can have these two as adjacent to each other, and yeah, so this is also possible. Now let us look at this option once again. Correct, no? Here you have 4 dots. So 4 dots is opposite to this only. So that is also not there. See, basically you check for each sign, okay? So see, what you have to see is, I just checked for square here, right? See, square cannot be, square is opposite to this. So all the other sides are adjacent to the square. Similarly, just if you want, you can just cross check with the other sides also. You will still get the same answer. So if you look at this plus, again plus is only opposite to this, that is not mentioned here, so not a problem. Similarly, if you look at this cross, cross is opposite to 4 dots, that's also not mentioned here. So this is a possibility definitely. So check for each sign so that you are sure, okay? Here you have plus. Now plus is opposite to this symbol, which is not there. Again, hexagon is opposite to square, which is not here. Again, 4 dots is opposite to this x, which is also not here. So this is also a definite possibility. Now look at the third option. Here you have this plus, circle and plus. Opposite is this one, which is not here in both of these places. Okay. Similarly, opposite to cross is 4 dots, which is also not there. So definitely that's fine. Similarly, here you have a square. Opposite to that is the hexagon, which is also not there. So all these 3 cases are possible. So obviously your answer has to be option 4. Now let us see why option 4 is our answer. If you look at option 4, here you have this cross and this 4 dots. These two cannot come together. So this is your option that you cannot form based on the unfolded cube. Okay, I hope it is clear. See, you check the topic cubes and dice. So these questions are from those topics. such questions, the best way is to eliminate the options. There is no other way to solve such questions. Again, you have to imagine though. See, as I said, first you imagine and write down this opposite sides. Once you do that, then it is very easy to solve. Okay, otherwise at every step you have to keep imagining, which is very difficult for us, right? Just see which are the opposite sides. Then see, if you know opposite side of this 4 dots is this x, then you know that all the other faces are adjacent to this 4 dots. So you can keep that in mind and then start eliminating the options. That will help you speed up the time taken to solve. 3 positions of a cube are shown below. What will come in the face containing opposite to 4? Again, very easy one. So you have in 3 angles they have shown the cube. So adjacent faces of 4 are 3, 6, 5 and 2. So what is going to be the opposite face? The opposite face is obviously going to be 1. Next. From the given options, which figure can be formed by folding the figure in the given question? Again, let us write down the opposite sides here. See, when you fold it, let us try to fold it through this face y. Okay, so if I am taking this to be the top, okay, if I am taking this to be the top of the fold, this is going to be side 1, 2, 3 and 4, or basically the 4 adjacent sides of this y, and this is going to be the opposite side. So if this is top, this is your bottom. Now if you fold it like this, it is becoming easy to solve. So what will you get? See, I know if I fold it, I will have B is opposite to O. If I look at the opposite sides, I will have B is opposite to O, Y will be opposite to I and G will be opposite to R. Now the question is, which of the figure can be formed? Okay, can be formed. Here you have B, O and G. Again, can B and O come together? They cannot. They are opposite faces. They are opposite to each other. So this option is not possible. Next one, G, O, Y. Okay, that seems, let's wait for that option. That seems to be possible, right? Now next one, G, Y, I. Again, Y and I are opposite to each other. They cannot be adjacent to each other. So this is not a valid possibility. Again, look at this option, G, R, I. So again, G and R are opposite to each other. They cannot be adjacent to each other. So not possible. Correct answer is option 2. So G, O, Y, possible, right? When you fold it with Y, it is easier to close it. Otherwise also, it will come the other way around. It is still the same. You imagine like that, that's fine. Anyways, you can do, okay. See, here we are folding this side, this O and I we will fold in 2 steps. Here we have to fold this in 2 steps. You have to do that in your mind. If you take Y, I felt it will be easy, but if the other way around is easy for you, take that. No issues. You can fold it around any one face. Generally, if they are asking for any particular face and asking for the opposite face of that, fold it along that face. Otherwise, anything is fine. Next. 2 positions of a cube are shown below. What will come opposite to the face containing B? So here there are only 2, they have given the cube only in 2 angles. Generally we get 3, right, and very easily we are able to find out. Here they have given us only 2 positions of the cube. So how will you do this? See, if the question was which is the opposite side of N, then it is very easy. Yes, I know adjacent faces of N are B and S. Here adjacent faces of N are T and Q. But then how will you find which is the opposite face of B? So here you have to actually imagine, okay. Now see what is happening here. This N was here. Now what has happened? This N has gone to the top and it has become like this, right? This N is here and the 2 faces that are being shown here are T and Q. That is the faces which are here, right? Like see, whatever I have drawn here, dotted line, right? These 2 faces are being shown, right? N is going up, N has gone up, and the face that is there here, right? The face that is there here and this face. These 2 faces are being shown, okay? So now you have to say which is opposite to B. So actually if you imagine this cube has been turned that side, right? So N is going up. So whatever face here, right, which is below B, that is the one that is going to come here, and this is going to be the face that is opposite to S. Okay, if you imagine it properly, you will understand. The correct answer here will be Q. Yes, Q will be your correct answer. See, imagine that you are tilting the cube and this face N is going upwards, and you have placed it in such a way that these two faces are seen. So obviously B has to go. Where should B go? Check that also. So let us look at the next question. So this is very easy. Which is the face that is opposite to 5? So if they are giving us 3 positions, no? See, if it is 5, you know the adjacent faces are 3, 6, 2 and 4. So what will be the opposite face? Easy. Opposite faces, option 1. So here which will be the face which is opposite to 4? 1 will be opposite to 4, right? Face containing opposite to 4. See, here this 5 is there. This 5 is going up like this, and 4, so this should be 1. Earlier it was like this, no? This was 1 and here it was 6. Okay, so when the earlier the figure was 6 was up and 1 was on this side and 5 was on this side. Now 5 has gone up. So obviously 4 is opposite to 1. Correct answer is option 1. So you can eliminate option 2 here. Option 2 will definitely not come, right? Because 2 is adjacent to 4 here very clearly, so it cannot be opposite to 4. Again 5 is also adjacent to 4. So the correct answer here is option 1. Okay, just rotate the cube accordingly and think, you will be able to get. Clear? Next one. 3 positions of a cube are shown below. What will come opposite to the face containing 5? So what will come opposite to 5? See, you know 5 is here. Now 4, 3 is there. Then adjacent to 3, which are the faces that you have? You have 6 and 1. So if you look at 3, okay, the adjacent faces of 3 are 4, 5, 6 and 1. Similarly, if you look at 4, okay, the adjacent faces, 1 is an adjacent face of 4 and 3. So if you look at these faces when you draw, right, this face that is hiding here should be 1, because this face should be adjacent to 4 and to 3. So I hope it is clear. Okay, see what is happening here. What are they first of all asking? They are asking which is the opposite face to 5. Now when I look at the adjacent faces, right, see for 4, okay, which are the adjacent faces? I have 1 and 2, right, and 3 and 5. So there is a one face here like this and one face here like this, right? There is a face here like this behind, okay, and there is a face here like this. So this one of this face is 1 and the other face is 2. So definitely one of this has to be the opposite face of 5. Now when I compare, I can see that for 3 also this 1 is an adjacent face. So for 3 and 4, 1 has to be an adjacent face, means where should 1 come? 1 definitely has to be here, or it has to be opposite to 5. So the correct answer here is option 2, that is 1. The explanation is clear, right? Yes. So with that, the questions for today's session is over. So great, that is it from us for now, and I will see you in the next session. So all those of you who are taking up the mains examination this week, so all the very best, and I will see you in the next session. And this is Gayatri signing off. Till then, take care. Good night. Bye.